So I've kind of been going back and forth with the idea of doing a YouTube channel. Um, but I have mixed feelings about it. I put some little stuff out there, but nothing serious. I feel like right now it's kind of a thing, like everybody's doing it. But then I also think about what I do for a living, and it's not that serious, but people really do look. They pay attention. They look for things to say. They will look for a reason to criticize or be negative about things. They'll create narratives that don't exist. Um, so all that type of stuff is stuff you have to consider when you put stuff out there. Um, but today, I'm just gonna do a little bit of general talking. I recently came across Kevin Samuels' page, and he is the talk of YouTube. His following has increased tremendously since COVID. I only heard of him like 2 weeks ago, and it was over that video that went viral when he told the girl that she was average at best. With regards to that video, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Um, but that's just my personal opinion. I know he was being serious. I don't think he was trying to be funny. I don't think that girl was really prepared for the conversation. And I think he was annoyed off gate because he tried to explain to her this wasn't the night for that. But she asked for it. That's my take on it. But I'm just sharing that with you because that's what made me start looking at his content. What I can appreciate about his content is, from my perspective as a female, I've been privy to a lot of things that a lot of women are not necessarily privy to when it comes to what men think and how they think. But then it's good to have a male perspective on things. I grew up, I had both parents in the home, very strict, very religious. And to be honest with you, they really it didn't do much with regards to preparing me for the real world. But I love my parents wholeheartedly. They did the absolute best they could, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I'm not making a complaint, just stating a fact. But I love the fact that it gives male insight in a way that we're not accustomed to getting it. And what you can do with that knowledge is, you can do a lot with it. You don't have to agree with everything he says, and that's with anything or anybody. But if there's something you can take away from it to improve your life, decisions that you make, how you handle things, then hey, what's wrong with it? To touch on the weight thing, a lot of women seem to get very angry with him because he harps on weight, people being fat. I used to be in the military, and I used to tell people the military really made me prejudiced to a certain extent with regards to obesity. When I was in the Army, they measured your body fat. They were stickler for that. They would put you out if you exceeded the expected BMI. They would put you out. Nowadays, it's so different. But when you are put into a box and you are taught and trained to think about being physically fit, and harped on with like how important it is, and you basically spend 24 hours for 8 weeks straight, like physically training your body and preparing your body for war. And it's not just a physical thing; it's a mental thing, right? You think differently when you're taken outside of that box. So I remember after basic training, after AIC training, my first weekend away, I just saw weight very differently, and I know it could be a hard pill to swallow, but more than anything, I think people need to think about the just health, like health in general. It is not healthy to be overweight. It's not. It leads to heart problems. It can lead to, diabetes. It's just so many factors. Back problems. As you get older, your mobility changes. I don't care how healthy you are. And the heavier you are, the more you have to carry, it weighs on you. It absolutely has an effect. I'm a little lucky because weight has never been an issue for me. But I work out. I'm not an avid, like I don't go to the gym. I do calisthenics here at home. I work about 12 hours a day, but I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just saying, like, I'm very active, and I'm very conscious of what I eat. Um, I don't typically eat breakfast, and I know they say that's not healthy, but I eat like lunch. I don't eat a lot of fried foods and things like that. So I'm just saying that to say, like, there are numerous contributing factors. Some people I don't think are meant to be small, and that's okay. You're not going to meet those charts, no matter how hard you push or whatever, and that's okay. I think what's important is that you are as healthy as you can be. And hopefully that doesn't offend anybody. People, like I said, are really sensitive about weight, and that's just not women, it's men. I have dated men in the past. They were like, "Oh, I hate you, your stomach's so flat." And it's like, I didn't even know men thought like that. Like, why would you compare your stomach to your girl's stomach? That's crazy. But yeah, yeah, men are like that too. Um, and the other thing I want to say about Kevin Samuels, I think a lot of women take offense and feel like they're being attacked because they're hearing something they have never heard before. And if you really think about the things that he says, and you reverse it, let me give you an example. The single parent mom. I don't have any kids, so this is very easy for me to say. But me not having kids is a very conscious thing. I would love to have a child, but like like it or not, the clock is ticking. It might have already talked, but having a child is a big deal. It's a big deal, and he harps on. He says the man is a prize. If he's taking you on and you already have a child, no man wants to do that. Well, flip it. If you're a single woman, you desire a husband, and you keep meeting these men that have kids. That's something that a woman has to consider too. If you would consider dating a man with children, what is his relationship like with the mother of his kids? What is his relationship like with his kids? How much time does he spend with his kids? Where are they at? It's so many factors. Do they have behavioral problems? Do they have health problems? All of this is stuff that's absolutely important because it matters. It's going to affect your relationship with that person. And it's mind-blowing to me how I don't have kids. And this is something that I've always thought about. But a lot of people watching Kevin's videos and things of that nature, they have not, and they get so offended. And they have kids, they have dated, they've got the nightmare stories with the boyfriend that treated their child like crap, or the girlfriend that pretended like the child didn't exist and didn't want to be attached. And it's like, that's crazy. Like, why would you even entertain that? But people just think differently. Some people just don't even think about that. Some people just and his platform absolutely exposes that. So yeah, I find it very interesting. But yeah, and I also think he's funny, really, to be quite honest with you. He's kind of funny. But that's my little rant for today. At the end of the day, I think it all boils down to communication. When you're developing relationships, communication is so important. If the person that you're talking to, the person that you want to build a future with, for this to be that person, if they can't tell you the honest to God truth, the things that might hurt your feelings, then who can? You know what I'm saying? At least if it's a person that loves you, that's telling you this, you know it's coming from a good place. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if it's, I don't know. And I can go on and on and on with Kevin Samuels videos. And like I said, I don't even follow him for 2 weeks. The other thing that gets me is the women, when they get upset about the submissive comments, and this is my feeling. There are a lot of women that feel differently. But I just feel like, for me, I want a man to be the quote-unquote ruler of the house. What do I need him for if he's not going to be the protector and provider, the person in charge, the person that's, if you're making all the decisions, you don't expect your man to say anything or do anything, and you calling this shot and that shot. What is the purpose of having him? To me, that's like, you didn't want a man, you wanted another child. I don't know, but that's just me. That's just me. Like I said, you can go on and on about with the Kevin Samuels videos and the topics or whatever, but yeah, dealing with people is something else. It could be something else. But yeah, that's all I have for today. I want to say Happy New Year. Hope 2021 is much, much better than 2020. For me personally, I actually had a good year despite everything that happened. There's so many people that have been negatively impacted in a way that I don't even think they understand yet. I think we as a whole don't even truly understand the impact that COVID is having on our economy, and will continue to have. But anybody with common sense, you can just go to the grocery store and tell there's a big economic impact on, resulting from COVID. But anyway, have a great evening. And I don't know when I'll do this again. Right now, I might have 2 or 3 people watching my videos. But ciao.